What's going on? This is Shan. Welcome to my channel. I make videos about creative expression and vloggy stuff, I guess, like pretty much what I'm doing creatively and what I'm experiencing out in the world creative. So creative expression, that's what the gist of this channel is. So I also make whistling videos, which are in another playlist. You can check that out if that's something that you're interested in. But today I went to an art festival. It was a Artville art festival, and it was dope. Like, it was cool. It was supposed to be like 7 blocks, but the hurricane situation happened and they had to condense it a little bit. But there were a lot of artist installations from different stuff, and there was supposed to be live bands, but there wasn't music because the rain or whatever. But while I was going through the tour and going around to all the different booths and galleries, I did have a couple of thoughts, and I wrote them down. So let's see. Both of them actually were, what makes something art? And then the second thought was, anything can be considered art. So I first went down there. It was gongs, and they were painted beautifully, but it was an interactive piece. There was a sculpture that was just made of buckets. It was just made of buckets. And you also had like literal paintings, and then there was something where you could just you could write sayings. It was like motivational things or words of encouragement on, I don't even know, it was like a mirror, kind of like a folded mirror, and you could write words of encouragement. And there were these signs on poster board that, like, if it was a protest and they had poster boards and they wrote their sign, their chants on it, so the person just in regular font put stuff on there and posted it, and that was what it was. There's gonna be some stuff up here somewhere that displays some of the things, but it was cool. After that, went around for a tour of the galleries and the murals that were around in that particular area, and the murals were nice. And then I ended up going into the galleries, and they were just like the galleries that you see on TV. Very open space, lots of space in between pieces where you sit there and you look and you're like, interesting. That's good. I wonder what they were thinking when they painted that brushstroke or when they did that macrame. But there was also stuff in there that it looked like, now granted, they did it in a creative way, and I guess that's where the art comes in. What makes something art. It was boxes, like the boxes that you carry that have the handles on it. It was the handle part of the boxes, not painted or nothing, just not painted or stained or anything. It was just, they were arranged in a way that was on a rectangular piece of wood, and that was it. And then there was these things that looked like scrolls that was, I don't know what the material was that it was made of, but that was also displayed as well. And then there were larger pieces that were painting or mixed media. But that led me to think, what is art? And on the flip side, anything can be considered art. It makes me think about those installations that be at the MoMA or the Chicago Art Institute, that it might just be a person that is sitting there allowing people to say stuff to them, or the living art pieces. And I was like, okay. Okay, wait. I'm going somewhere with this. I am going somewhere with this. Let me backtrack. I went into one of the galleries and I met the owner and proprietor of said gallery. And he was like, are you an artist? And I said, not in this medium, but I am an artist. I'm an actor and I do some commercial work and have done a couple of things around the city. I'm just getting started, but, that's the medium. Well, do you write or do you do any other types of works? And I said, I try my hand at writing a little bit, but it's not my main medium at the moment. It's something that I'm working on. And he was explaining to me that they're looking to get into more, I want to call it living art, because the way that he was describing, he said, we really want to help people that have an idea and they need space or they need certain resources. But the kind of art that we're looking for is where we can really peek behind the curtain and see what the artist is thinking and see maybe it's unfinished. Maybe it's still in the making of it. And I was like, man, so kind of like a one moment show, or like I was saying, the living art installation where it's something and it's an active thing. And he was like, yeah, that's what we're looking for. And I said, okay, I don't have anything in my back pocket at the moment, but knowing that that's something that this place is interested in, I'll keep it. I'll file it away. I'll keep it. I'll see what I can think of in that regard. But okay, so I said that. Where was I going with that? See, I should have said the first point first. Okay, yes. Many creatives know this book. It's called The Artist's Way, and she talks about one of the things that you can do to keep your creative juices flowing is going on an artist date. And it's something where you're by yourself, you don't have any other like outside stimulus, so you're not listening to music, you're not on social media, you're not doing things that are giving you that are input necessarily. You're just going out, and it could be anything. You could be experiencing art, you could just be going to the park, you could be going bowling, I don't know, you could be going to see a movie, but it's something that is feeding you in a creative way. And the compound effect of that is that it continues to stir up the inspiration in you. And so that's what I feel like that experience today was for me, because I wasn't going to go. I woke up and I was like, man, it was raining. It was, it was really yucky outside. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I saw that and I was like, I'm going to check it out. And I'm glad that I did, because it did get me to thinking about different ways to engage with the art form of acting. Because like I said in one of those previous videos, I started when I was 35, and I do have representation, and I do audition fairly regularly, but it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss for various reasons, and it's very subjective when it comes to the actual casting process. So what it seems like is that, at least in the meantime, I have to do my own thing, figure out my own way to have creative self-expression, which is where this channel came into play. But I really did just want to share about the Artville Art Festival, and it was really cool. Like I said, I'm gonna have some stuff up here that showcases some of the things that I saw, but it was a chill day and a good artist date. That's one thing that from that book, if you don't do nothing else, go on the artist date. Morning pages are hard. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Morning pages are hard because sometimes you just ain't got nothing to write. But I guess that's the point of just the muscle memory and the habit of writing. But sometimes I don't even have nothing to write. But the artist date is something that you can 100% do, because it's I was about to say that it's passive, but you are actively doing a thing. And it's once a week, whatever you want to do. But the caveat is no one else can go with you. Like, it can't be a group activity or something that you do with your significant other. It's you on your own, experiencing the world through the lens that you have. Yeah. All right, well, that's all I got for today. Oh, no, one last thing. So I did start watching How Not to Die Alone. And it's I like it. I like this this actress. She was in Insecure. She's been in some other stuff too, but I like that she has her own show. I like how she's portraying the character and telling the story of it. Like, it's good. I like it. All right. Have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And check out those whistling videos. I got some good ones that I just uploaded the other day. So check them out. All right. Peace.